Misogyny is always brought up. What's the female word for misogyny?
Misandry.
What?
Wait, does it work?
How come we never talk about that? You know why we never use it? Because in our culture today, men are not allowed to have opinions about anything. It's misogyny, but women can say whatever they want about anything. If you look at history in the last couple of decades, women have had the most to say about things. And then women are also getting mad at other women for having things. That's how pick-me culture became a thing. You don't hear them call men pick-me's, it's women pick-me's. So anytime a woman has an opinion that differs from the popular culture of most women, what do they call her? A pick-me. Anytime a man has an opposing opinion to what the popular culture of women think, what do they call him? Misogynistic. How come there is nothing like that for women? That's my biggest problem.
Well, apparently there is a word, but we just never hear it.
But you see what I'm saying?
Misandry.
We don't even know what it is.
Don't
The
be the
same
word
way
of
you
the
have
day.
toxic masculinity. So there's nothing toxic about women. There's no such word as toxic femininity. You want to know why? Because toxic masculinity was created by women.
I'm gonna let you go first.
I was about to say, I don't think I have, but I do.
I'm gonna let you go first because I just want to chill and just see what I want to see what the people say.
I think that
I'm feeling very Miami.
to say that toxic masculinity, that phrase was created by women is ridiculous. And I just want to say that no, we don't use the word misandry in like our everyday. It's not one of our buzzwords. We spoke about buzzwords earlier. It's not one of our buzzwords, and misogyny has been because we see misogyny a lot in our day-to-day lives, and that's why it exists in our vocabulary. It's not women making it up. It's really just us learning the world, just like how we learned all of these other what did we call it earlier? Progressive. We're learning the ways.
Progressive terms.
Yes, these are progressive terms. We're learning the ways of the world, and we're learning people, and we have therapy, and we have these words to guide us in what is happening and how relationships are formed, and the negativity that comes from males. This word was not created by women. The phrase was
But created and controlled.
I feel definitely not controlled.
Thank you.
It would be nothing to push if there was nothing to talk about.
Alan, I know your ass got something to say.
That's just my little 2 cents. And not to say that misandry doesn't exist.
It absolutely exists.
It definitely does exist. I know a couple toxic women myself.
Wow.
I mean, I just admitted to knowing a couple toxic women myself.
Alan must know your friends.
Do you want me to say that every woman I know is toxic? Is that what? Because I feel like I'm being fair here.
No.
Okay, a couple
A
is
few?
2, few is 3.
Do you know her friends though?
And I don't even mean friends. I just mean like people in the
know.
world. I've come across people. I've met people. That doesn't have to mean my friends or anybody close to me, but I've come across a few toxic women that have toxic traits, and
Of course.
Absolutely.
misandry is a thing, but unless we're talking about it being like absolutely detrimental to this relationship recession that we are now going through, I feel like that's when it can become a bigger conversation. As to ask why we don't talk about it,
Because it's really not a thing.
Because misandry is not backed up by structural power.
Thank you.
And that's the problem
Jesus
that
Christ.
some people
I have none.
maybe don't understand that.
No, you know what? No, let me say it. I know you trying to sugarcoat it. So this is the thing. I love the Ellises. I love what they represent. However, this is a terrible take because at no point, and we can only speak for the United States because this is where we live. At no point have women controlled the policies, the ideologies, the institutions, X, Y, Z in this country, right? So to say that women have an opinion, cool, yes, we do. Those opinions have been elevated on podcasts. They've been elevated on 90s talk shows, Oprah, Sally, Jesse, Raphael, whatever. Like, it is a thing. Women have complaints. What do those complaints...
policies at?
Thank you. What do those complaints materially amount to? What? What is a complaint? Nothing. It doesn't materially amount to anything. That is a problem. So you're saying, essentially what he's saying is that, yeah, toxic masculinity, blah, blah, blah. Why aren't we attacking feminine toxicity? Whatever. What is it? Toxic femininity. Cool, yeah. We can. There's literally no problem because it exists. There's literally no problem. But there's also no structures holding up toxic femininity. What structures are holding it up? Please tell me. That's what I want to know.
None.
You got a whole bunch to say over there behind them TV screens. But there's not one thing that women, and this is honestly, this is without race. Across the board, there are not things that hold up toxic femininity.
It's an illusion.
You want to... Okay.
Oh yeah, delusion. Delusion holds it up.
Okay, so Alan, I feel like give us something you're like saying or whatever.
Hold on, Alan's gonna be like, what's viral?
No, put him on the mic because he got something to say.
Ahead.
Give him the microphone.
Go ahead, Alan.
So like
We're not gonna cut it out.
Counter it with something.
If you were to put it in
No.
You're too far. You're too far.
Yeah, son.
If you were to put it in simple terms, women have a very tough time with balancing communication with accountability. What happens is that for communication to flow freely, and I understand your complaint, I want to balance out what you complain, but you're going to have to hold and carry some accountability as well. And when that comes to, let's say if accountability was 100 pounds, women want to carry 3 ounces.
Because women didn't apply 100 pounds. Damn, you want me to carry 100 pounds that you applied? No, it can't be 50-50 when you put 100 pounds on my neck.
To put 100 pounds on just one person is unfair. And what I'm saying is that we're not saying, we're literally not saying that toxic women or toxic femininity does not exist.
Absolutely exists.
We are not saying that. So for you to come and your counter is all women can't take accountability or they don't have the communication skills to do so. That's just not true. Like you're literally trying to put everything on us. And it's just not true. So and that leads to men not taking their part of accountability because it's just like as long as you know that woman or a woman has some accountability to take for whatever reason, whatever accountability you have to take doesn't matter. You're also assuming that all women are
gossiping. No. Gossiping? Niggas gossip more than women. Are you serious? Alan, I'm in a barbershop every other weekend or every other week. Men gossip way more than women.
I just said this.
Way more. And the thing is that, like, y'all be gossiping about stuff that y'all not even willing to take accountability for with your homeboys. You know your homeboy doing some fuck shit. And y'all talking about him, but ain't nobody going to correct him. Ain't nobody going to tell him that, yo, my dude, you're not doing right by your family. You're not doing right by your home. You're not doing right by your children. But we gossiping. Fuck out of here. No. And make sure you don't cut this out. No, because, like, so maybe y'all aren't in men's spaces, but to be in barbershops all the time where men ain't tripping about, I think maybe they might chill on like kid stuff. If there's kids in there, they may not say stuff. But for the most part, when I'm in these spaces, they talking.
Listen to a conversation with a man talking to his homeboy, not an acquaintance. But like a person that he's comfortable with.
Casual man-to-man catch-up can be seen as gossiping because that's
is
what
gossip.
Yeah, because that's what you guys
Child.
call gossip when we catch up or we give the deets of what's been going on in our life. That's gossip to you guys.
They wrap it
but
up
you
in
guys
clean
do the
linen.
same exact thing. Chris, you making a face. So what's up?
Yo, when I tell you, you wrap it up in clean linen and you repackage it and say it's not gossip. It's like I'm catching up with my boy. Please give me the data.
Yeah,
I have
please.
no historical. Please don't say Helen of Troy.
Who starts the war?
Wait, hold on. I think that that's very ironic because one, I actually don't know a lot of women that just make up random gossip just to stir drama. I do know that when things come to being like completely made up, men do that best. Why do you guys always lie about, I don't even want to say you guys because I'm throwing you in a category with, people you don't belong in, right? But why do men specifically, not saying all men, but
Many men.
why do they always lie about people that they've done things with or had sexual relations with when that really
They will use
did
a
not
woman
happen?
as a scapegoat with the quickness and the
absolutely.
readiness. And Alan's like, oh,
I'm not
how
saying
many
you have to
wars
be-
have been started? Because like a man needs a scapegoat and a woman is
started
the
the war?
easiest
Who started the war?
low hanging fruit.
Listen to this. I'll tell you guys real quick. Yesterday was watching a movie and then we were having a conversation, right? You know what the funny conversation was? When I was younger,
No, we don't know.
baby mother
Right.
culture was crazy, right? Remember the whole baby mother culture
No.
during the 90s, early 2000s? You know, one thing most men said they've experienced commonly is that when you dated a girl who had a baby, she always made you pick her up around the same time the baby father was around. Do you know how many baby fathers have walked in houses because she wants the baby father's attention. She wants attention from a man. Women have started so many wars just for attention. You know what they said about women? They said you could do anything to a woman within reason. But this is just the quote. You could do anything to a woman except bore her. Do not let a woman get bored.
Alan.
Women are addicted to attention. Women are addicted to drama. They need it in their veins.
Alan, I'm sorry.
Thank you for generalizing all women.
No. You know what? Allow him to generalize. I'm sorry. I have a few rebuttals to that. One, I know plenty niggas who like to keep up mess. Plenty. Like, I don't know if they got it from their mama, their daddy, I don't know who it came from. They love to keep up a good argument, whatever. And the argument don't even be needed. Like, what are you raising your voice about? Somebody I don't want to deal with. Period. I just don't deal with those kind of people. But Alan, for you to say that women start these wars, no. The wars are started by men who are unable to react in those situations appropriately. The thing is that if you see there's your woman's child's father here, and then you come here, what you got a war for? He ain't with her, you are. So what you warring for?
Emotionally dysregulated.
Yeah, the thing is that, no,
You're
see.
dysregulated.
Oh, wait, no, okay, so Alan, what you're saying is the woman put you there, and she also made you react the way you acted. Right? Okay, cool. Wait. So that means that the woman controls you. So it's either the woman controls you or you don't know how to control yourself.
Right. Because she made me react this way.
Because the woman made you. I'm sorry. And the thing, and I'll say this, and I've said this before, like, we make our own choices. Even when, remember I told you a long time ago that, like, my husband, like, I cheated on him with somebody else. And I never said to him like, hey, I made a mistake or it was your fault. Yeah, there were things that he was doing. At the end of the day, the decision to be with somebody else was on me. I made that decision. What? No, but I said this a long time ago.
Yeah, but this is a woman taking accountability for her own actions and not saying, oh, but you weren't there for me or you stopped sleeping with me and you weren't giving me enough attention. So it's your fault that I went out and cheated on you.
So I'm accepting
Which is usually a man's argument about going out and cheat.
That so his actions contributed to my response, to what I did. at the end of the day, I still made that decision. Nobody made me make that decision. You understand? So for a grown man to sit up and say, "Oh, well, she made me do that." No, nigga, you did that. Like, and I'm saying it with my SO voice. No, nigga. Like, no, like you did that. So just say that there were things that contributed to it, but you made your decision.
But like men are so happy to use women as a scapegoat. Like,
Thank you.
It's just it is such low hanging fruit. It like their favorite keyword of the last 2 years have been accountability.
I knew when he got
But
over
they
there.
can't spell it.
When he got over there
they can't
and wanted
spell
that
it.
mic, I knew he was gonna say that.
It's like
I knew that word was coming out of his mouth.
That's like their favorite word, and it's just like for whatever reason, I don't know if it's a level.
It's
of
like narcissist.
inability for comprehension. Like you don't understand what accountability actually means. Like you'll say in the same breath, "You made me do this," as if somebody has full control.
They had a gun to your head.
Yeah,
right? And then you'll talk about accountability.
Accountability is to men what
Ellen, you gotta be on the
narcissism
mic.
is to women.
Mic. No. You can't talk without a mic.
You need the mic. Alan needs the mic.
Helen.
A woman will put you in some tough positions. And I'm going to explain something to you guys. You see, you guys are all very intelligent women. So I want you guys not to take this in the wrong way, right?
Already did.
The ability to understand or accept the things that I'm saying is probably where the barrier starts. You guys can't even accept it before you reject it. I can't even get past the barrier.
Did you ask
Your
us?
defense
Did you ask
system.
us? No.
First of all,
Did you ask
accept
us?
and reject is two different. Hold on, I'm just trying to get through something real quick, just to correct you. You accept and reject. Those are two different buttons.
No.
There's
but
no accepting and then later on
I
pressing
can't
that reject
even
button.
Get past the barrier. There's a doorway of listening that if you open that doorway, it's also going to have to make you analyze that. A lot of times, all right, so let's just say there's a common saying that 20% of women are chasing 80%. I mean, 80% of women are chasing 20% of men, right? So this is,
But that's not even
this is-
true.
but this is actually proven true.
It's not.
It's on apps.
Thank
Right?
you. It's
No,
not
just
even
to,
true.
Like let's let him make his point without
So-
having him
so did you-
put anything else on
Go
us.
ahead, go ahead.
Let's just let him talk.
I just don't like him saying like false things.
What I'm trying to say is this.
Say it.
Women naturally are like, y'all just love attention. Y'all do. And sometimes you guys will get the attention at the expense of whatever it takes. That's just a thing for women, right? And I think it's natural more than unnatural.
I'm trying.
Right?
I'm trying, but everything in my being just has stop, Alan. Shut up.
See?
Stop.
All right.
Because first of all,
You sound nuts.
I think that we started this conversation not generalizing men
At
and
all.
and literally accepting the fact that toxic femininity exists.
It's a thing.
You're getting on the mic and you're generalizing all women, saying that we love attention and we just can't help ourselves.
Let me get
And
him
that
killed.
is, yeah, that it's just
Uh-huh.
not true, because we can definitely say the same thing for men. You guys love attention as well. I know a lot of men that love attention and love the attention of other men.
Oh, that no,
Say that.
that is the attention that
Amanda,
they
speak
desire.
on
That's
that.
the attention that you guys are
Thank you.
looking for. You guys are looking to
Thank you.
impress each other. Fuck a woman.
Homeboys, exactly.
So it's like, let's not get up there and do that. If you know the kind of woman that, you know, gets a man in trouble and puts a man in difficult situations because of the attention that she seeks, there's women out there like that. But when you generalize us all and say that that's our like goal in life is to just receive this attention and we're out to get you guys and everything from us is just negative, negative, negative. that spews the wrong message. Are we 8 at the table where we're trying to
Bridge gaps.
and, get people to look at relationships in a positive light? Like, let's not do that. Because it's not true. It's definitely, no, I'm talking to you because you're the one that got on the mic and
You were giving your opinion.
Talking.
You gave your opinion freely. You gave it freely.
No, guys, let's no. Amanda.
okay, well, I guess from now on we won't be asking Alan about his opinions. And he actually did say he was going to stay upstairs. What happened to that?
Nene. Bloop. Listen. No, but
Close it. All I gotta say,
No.
I'm sorry, Aaron. All I have to say is this: in fairness, women have a completely different experience than men experience. What we experience through life and what you guys experience through life is not the same. And we do know that women tend to think more emotional than men do
how do we know that?
because it's proven.
By what? By what?
You know what? This is the reason why y'all build those.
No.
Hold on.
No.
Wait, even if
you're literally saying it's proven. All I'm doing is asking you for your
is
authority.
not proven.
Where's the authority on that?
okay, say I agreed with you. Wait, what was your initial statement?
No one disagrees on that.
Okay, but even if you're saying that it's proven that women are more emotional, I wouldn't even argue. Even if it's not proven, let's just say we're taking that for truth. Even with that information, we don't go around saying like men are shit. There are women that do that, but all women don't do that. You are making it seem as though the woman and everything about a woman is everything that's wrong with a man.
I just want to go ahead and preface what I'm about to say is that more and more data is actually coming out. Women are much more regulated than men because women tend to build community and women tend to express their feelings. Men are so dysregulated because they don't talk about nothing. So they tend to be more reactive and more explosive and more emotional.
Suicidal. More domestic terrorists.
There was actually a stat that was saying this. So I just want to say something historically, right? No, historically, history. We're in a society that's very civilized. We're in a society where women are protected.
Are we?
Well, it's more protected than before. Historically, women were dealing with men who are very brutes, and women had to develop the skills and the talent to calm a brute down. Men with brute force, warriors throughout history. Just imagine that. Men who would just snatch a woman up and do whatever. Over time, women became much smarter, much more manipulative, not in a negative way that I'm saying that. They understood how to take control of men. Women had to learn to be strategic. It was part of their survival guide. So now when you take women who throughout years have to have the strategy to always keep, because when they conquered a place, they got rid of the men. They took the women, right? That was just normal. They took the land and the women. That was always. Women over time had to learn how to calm men down, do all of this, take control of their mind, get them, right? Now, when you take a woman who's developed that throughout time and you put her in a civilized society where she's no longer in that place where she has to do all these strategies, she never let the strategies go.
Why would she?
Boy, that was nothing but 1983.
Like what?
You just got here.
Why would she let it go?
1983? Like,
That's when you can get a credit card.
right, like what are we talking
He's
about?
actually leaving now. He's leaving now.
But the thing, why would you let it go?
Like,
It's
you
literally-
shouldn't.
What is it called when you develop skills to survive? Like that's what it is.
Isn't that called evolution?
Yeah, exactly.